People talk, rumors fly, and I don't know what is what anymore.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining me on this special drop. I wanted to kind of do about the culture and talk about Cantanna Fest that's coming up in both Seattle and Vegas. And with that said, I'm going to bring in Scott Mckinley, founder. Would that be the best way to say it, man?
I mean, myself and Redman are both the founders, but yeah.
Yeah, totally, man. It is both camping and festival season, which it is, right? Because you're a long-time event organizer.
Been doing this for many, many years. I mean, I started probably 15 years ago as a partner at Robert Lang Studios, recording bands, then getting PR firms behind those bands and putting people on tour. I got to go on a few tours and one all through Europe and the castles and all kinds of crazy places, and feet back on the ground running a cannabis company in I-502 here in Washington with 4 brands myself, and then we roll joints for 10 other brands. So we do a lot of work with a lot of people in the community, and I think the laws here really need to change. And in order to try to change the laws, we need to gather people and get votes, get people all together, have a free speech event. Redman and I decided to throw the Cantanna the first year in order to try to talk about descheduling versus rescheduling with the United Empowerment Party. The second year, the main free speech presenter of our fest was the Washington Cannabis Workers Club, and they are a subsidy under the UFCW 3000 union. They reached out to us and they asked, you're a free speech event, can we come talk on your stage? And they took the whole stage sponsorship last year so that they can come give speech on their message. And they were a club underneath a union. It was really cool, but it also burnt a lot of our bridges because a lot of people don't like working with the union. So business owners make the decision if they're going to come out and support our festival. And a lot of the business owners did not want to support because they thought that we were the union. And we're not the union.
Shit.
We're just a free speech event, and we just let somebody sponsor us. This year, the Washington Cannabis Workers Club has been a little bit defunded, and they're not coming on as the Washington Cannabis Workers Club. They're not sponsoring any of one of our big stages. But we did just lock in a presenting sponsor of our whole festival. We've been working on this deal with them for a few weeks now, and we finally signed contracts and we're finally ready to announce.
That's exciting, dude. I mean, can you announce it now, or is it going to happen tomorrow? Or
I can go ahead and tell you guys who it's going to be. Everybody's heard of Shopify. This one is called Shopline. It is the Asian version of Shopify, and 6 months ago they came over to America. They are the #2 e-commerce website building company out there. They have the Meta contract. They're owned by the same company who owns TikTok, and they've done 24 months of research on high-risk accounts, meaning CBD, THCA, mushrooms, kratom. And for instance, myself, I've had an issue signing up with MailChimp doing email blasts. My MailChimp has been frozen on me because they say it's cannabis content, and I've had to go delete those campaigns in order to reestablish my account. This is a firm, Shopline. Unlike Shopify or any other platform, they are doubling down and they're saying you can bring your high-risk accounts here. Now, how can they do that? Because they have figured out through this company called Wishes.inc how to process the funds and do it legally. And it's through 5 different banks in Oregon with a 501(c) called Wishes, and they are a payment stack. They are able to make the funds legal and make sure that nothing is sent to a zip code that it's not supposed to be sent to. On a week-to-week basis, different zip codes change for what can be sent for THCA or CBD, and they're monitoring those and making sure that nobody can send any illegal product out.
I mean, that's all beyond my scope, but I mean, it's more for people who are selling them. Like for
it's for anybody that wants to build a brand nationally, but doesn't want to put any money into marketing because they're afraid that their money is going to get taken away whenever they find out that it's a high-risk campaign. These people just signed Final Bell Holdings. Final Bell Holdings is now the holding company that owns Cookies, Stravinsky's, Backpack Boys. They're buying all the biggest brands out there, and they all signed with Shopline to launch their whole home-based websites and pushing all their products nationally. As the festival, I've been working in the background for the last couple months, bringing clients to Shopline, letting them know that our festival and our network can bring them some of the biggest clients out there. And I've hit all the benchmarks that they've needed me to, so Shopline decided that they will go ahead and come on and sign up to be the presenting sponsors of both Seattle and our Las Vegas festivals. They're coming on as our top grand sponsor tier, and they're also hiring Redman for commercial that we're going to make a skit together of him finding a stop line and make a fun thing. He's going to get to direct it, and then we're going to put that out with a marketing campaign to let the whole nation know that Stopline is a new safe space for high-risk cannabis-associated kratom, mushrooms, that kind of a product. You can build your product lines out on Shopline, feel like it's a safe space, and actually put marketing money behind it. And the CEO, we can get the CEO, it's a $13 billion company. We can get the CEO on the phone with the CEOs of companies, and he'll actually talk to them and explain that, no, this is a safe space, and he'll write a letter out and make sure they know that their site's not going to get taken away from them.
Well, people can purchase through it, right? At that point. That's pretty cool.
And it's full CBD sales, THCA sales to the legal states, mushroom sales to the legal states with the legal mushrooms. Everything that you can get in that state, you can get through Shopline. And you can go peruse different brands and what they sell. And it's going to open up a lot for the high-risk environment.
Okay. Well, I mean, they're investing in you guys to promote your...
They're putting their money where their mouth is. They're getting Redman on board because they know how strong of an influence he is. And they're pushing cannabis festivals, cannabis free speech festivals, because they're really trying to put money behind the culture, which to me, that's big.
Yeah, these festivals aren't free. These events that you've been a part of since HempFest, when I met you, and you're familiar with that drama of like any sponsor. And again, money, you're just trying to keep a thing alive. You're trying to keep a thing going. Do you remember when 502 promoted through HempFest and people were like, oh, like, no, man, they just paid to put a banner up there. Like that was just a thing that, you try not to have a stance, but if someone throws you whatever amount to pay for a stage that covers cleaning fees. And
if an anti-union booth wants to set up and scream about no unions, I would let him have a booth. If the union booth wanted to set up right next to him and scream about unions, I would let him have a booth. I'm letting religious booths come in this year as well. I'm letting a lot of different kinds of people that want to come in and set up. It's a free speech event. You can come there, you can set up, and you can talk about what you want to talk about. If you're selling something, of course, you have to have your Seattle City business license. You have to give them their sales tax on everything you sell, and we have to make sure that you're papered up properly to be there. But our booths are only $250, so pretty much anybody can come.
That's pretty nice, though. When is the Seattle one?
It's August 16th. We're like 2 weeks away.
Oh, man. When do you release the bands?
Probably Monday night, Tuesday. We're going to be pushing real hard to get them out real fast.
Oh, wow.
There'll be some surprises, too. There's some things we're not going to announce at all, and it's just going to happen.
Well, and again, you're very surprising yourself, man. The people that you know always surprises the shit out of me. Who you rub shoulders with. Your first one with Prof and Tech 9, that was an amazing, fun time for me. I had a really good time. I really do like Prof and Tech 9, so that didn't help or didn't hurt. But like, it was a good time.
There was a lot of learning on that event, and because we got such a huge stage, we were in the middle of a parking lot, the middle of a city, everything that we had to bring there, it was like a $200,000 setup. So our tickets to that were expensive, and they had to be in order to pay for that kind of a show. And we don't want to charge people for tickets at all. Next year, we were in a situation that fell apart because the LCB came through and scared our venue into pulling our contract and saying, go ahead and sue us. And they lost their contract on the farm, the promoters there, and they lost the whole farm. So the farm went back to the previous owners, and that guy was like, you can sue all you want, but you got to sue the other guy. He wrote the contract with you. It's not even called Franklin Farms anymore.
But you did have it on the farm though, right?
No, we didn't have it on that farm. We lost our venue. We went to Parks and Rec of Seattle. They gave us Lincoln Park, and we announced it. The residents of Lincoln Park said, no, thank you. So they took it away from us. They moved us to Myrtle Edwards Park. I said, we've broken public trust. Can you please come out and have a video with me? So Parks and Rec came out and they announced with us on video. We've moved them over to Myrtle Edwards. Everything is solid to go here now. We're good to go. And then they told us that our safety meeting would be on a Monday morning at 10 a.m. And at 9 a.m. we got an email saying Seattle PD doesn't have enough staff to be on the safety meeting, which means they don't have enough staff to come support your event. So Seattle PD just pulled your permits. So we lost our venue 6 days out, and McMillan's Farm and Brew House in Puyallup, they stepped up and let us come do our entire event with 3 stages, 60 artists, everybody out there, and they didn't charge us a dime, and they were just the coolest people in the world. We went out there and had a great time, 2 days long, but we bit off more than we could chew. No doubt about it. It was a lot.
You got messed with that one.
We did get on Fox News. We did get on MSNBC.
Yes.
Pearl Jam did post about us because we had Matt Cameron playing. So, and we did pull off and complete every contract from that entire festival. So on the larger scale, we lost all the money. We lost half our sponsors, but we did pull off a 3-stage, 60-artist festival and still had like 3,000 people come out. The city of Seattle gave us Seward Park this year way in advance to set everything up. And our team is amazing. Sharon, our GM for all vendors, she has been with Seattle Hemp Fest for 30-something years. So she's very experienced and helped coach us a whole lot on how to build this out.
Any cannabis event out here gets messed with, right? Like, the permit. Have you gone through that? Have you been experiencing any stresses when it comes to like,
not this year because, I mean, quite honestly, we did the Freedom of Information Act request on our festival last year. We didn't actually. Black Excellence did, and they shared it with me. And we got to see the other companies the cannabis companies that sent in complaints against us. It came from a cannabis company. Somebody said that they were approached and asked to bring samples, which never happened from us. And they sicked the LCB on us. But a Freedom of Information Act request is a magical thing because you get all the text messages and emails and everything that's shared about you in the system from the LCB. So we got to see all the undercovers they sent out. We got to see what their reports were, and we were rated a family-friendly event at the end of the day. We didn't have any behind-the-scenes VIP areas where there was hidden smoke sections. We did not allow cannabis anywhere. We didn't allow cigarettes or vapes anywhere. We had a full non-consumption, on a lot of senses, lame party. On a lot of senses, it was there as a true community coming together as a free speech event because this state just does not allow it.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing too. You're trying to be pro-cannabis, but then the fun police, these people put their licenses at risk. They can't donate. Like I missed the medical days where you're throwing joints off the stage.
I remember that. I was probably the reason why they don't have the cannabis cup here from High Times. They came to Everett, and I was with Caviar Gold at the time, and I threw $150,000 worth of joints off the top level of our booth, and we made the paper. And the next day, they said no more cannabis events.
No, that was sad too, because nothing happened. That was so sad. It was like this great time, and no drama happened, no accidents, no nothing. It was a nice time, which was sad. Why they got mad? It was like there was no like heavy bad traffic, no drunk driving.
Well, in all the years of Seattle Hemp Fest, there's never been any big incident ever in 30-something years. It's like the safest festival you can possibly imagine. And
seriously,
for the absolute record, we're not trying to replace Hemp Fest. We're not trying to be the new Hemp Fest. We're trying to bring something together for the community and have community events, because I miss getting everybody together once a year and going through the shit. This year, we're trying to play it a little bit safe and make sure that everybody just has a really good time and we're not stressed at all. So we only did one day, one stage. And at Seward Park, they have an amphitheater already built there with seating and everything. So, I mean, it saved us a whole lot for having to rent a stage. We dropped the prices of, it's now a free festival for everybody, and our booths to come participate are as low as only $250 because we want everybody to be able to come out, and we want it to be a true cannabis friendly environment for speech. And we need to work on cannabis event permits, and we need to back a whole lot of that. We're going to have some donation QR codes up on the screens and posted around and everything, and we're going to be giving a lot of that money to the Cannabis Alliance as well, because they're pushing for event permits, and we want to support that.
That's why I was at the event yesterday. It was a Cannabis Alliance event, the Minority Cannabis Association. It was very nice. I asked about the event thing because like that's a huge barrier that these people in the recreational market face right now to get their products out there and to even participate with like events like yours, or even to just consume, have a safe place for people to like feel safe.
Well, the one thing that we really try to make a point of is we're not a marketing event, not for cannabis brands. We're a team builder. For you to come out with your team, because the rules say you can have games, you can have team building events, but they frown on marketing. So if you get a booth for $250, you can bring educational material out, but the purpose of your booth isn't for you to be hanging at your booth and marketing. The purpose is for you to be playing the games against stores and getting to know bud tenders and networking and putting faces with names and getting to meet people, and everybody knowing why we give our lives to this vertical of cannabis. And and hearing everybody's stories and seeing their faces and, hey, this is the 10 bud tenders of this store. Let's play some volleyball.
Are you doing the same thing in Vegas then?
Vegas isn't as much as a games thing because there's no cannabis allowed in this festival. I'm getting two 15-passenger vans. We're renting a big mansion in Vegas, and we're bringing all of our volunteers that want to come with us to Vegas for a big smoke party in a big mansion, and we're just treating our team.
Oh, okay. So it's a private event then?
No, it's free to the public. Everybody in Vegas can come. We got a bunch of Vegas brands sponsoring. We got Devin the Dude who's going to be headlining on that one. Phoebe Stone, Swisher Sleep, and Peter Dante hosting. I mean, I'm not going to say anything about Seattle yet, but Vegas Flyer's going to definitely come out tomorrow.
Fuck yeah, dude. And then when is the Vegas event?
On the 23rd, the following Saturday.
Oh, okay. So 16th and 23rd.
Yep.
And everything's like set in stone now? You're just still accepting booths? And you got the
the shop line actual funds hit Monday, and I get to pay all of our artists because we got our funds. We've been working on this shop line deal for like 2 months, and we finally got everything done to where they sent the funds. That took forever, but we finally get funds tomorrow, and we get to pay all of our deposits, get all the artwork, put all the flyers together, announce everything, get all the last things for the festival like porta potties, potable water, hand washing stations, security. Everything's already lined up. All contracts are in place, just need to get the funds in tomorrow, and we get to announce to the world what we're doing. But we've been working behind the scenes as a huge team in our core team for like 8 months straight, just building a solid plan for these games, and now we get to actually pull the trigger on everything.
Dude, that's exciting. This is not an overnight thing. When people get there, there's a year's worth of work thinking ahead of time.
3 years into the making of trying to just have something that's easy, fun, feels like it wasn't a break of our heart at the end of it, because last year moving venues so much and just doing whatever we could to not cancel and pulling it off felt like a magical thing. It felt like a miracle. It was meant to be. This year, we just want to relax and have fun with everybody, not stress ourselves out. Redman is literally performing in London on the 15th, the night before. He's flying overnight in a jet, and he's landing at 10 in the morning and coming straight to our event.
Oh my God. Now, I was just thinking about this before we spoke to you today, because, you know, what makes it interesting? What makes you interesting? And I think it's really just your grind, dude, like with these events. Dude, so like, I'm 51, and content, it's just, to me, it's just like, it's extra. You gotta stay sober or something, and then like make sure I can be poignant with you and have that energy. Because like, I really do want to like help spread your message, because this is a good time and you're a good guy. And, you know, working with Redman is very cool. Like your events you've been having with the Dabros, you just did the one in New Mexico. You know, you're not full of shit. Is the whole point. It's like, you really do, you know, have a good time with like real people and bring to the table like community, right? Because you encourage like these hangouts.
I appreciate that greatly. The biggest thing is I remember the Have a Heart Cafe. I remember when we used to have actual smoke lounges in this city. I remember when we used to get together and talk about business deals over events where we would bring our best product to the smoke lounge.
Yes.
That doesn't happen here anymore. The community and the culture of it just died away. The laws changed. And those were my favorite times, where I can go to a safe space with my product, compare to other product, and talk about things, learn how people are doing things, and smoke with them, and not have to like come over to my house. Let me go to your house. That's weird. I want to go to a place where we can sit down and chill, you know?
Yeah, no, dude, it's 100% it too. The energy involved. I'm tired ass. You've been at this third year, the fucking around that has been happening with you, but the build up and also the permits, the conversations you're gonna have, the money involved of just trying to raise up. It takes a lot of work. And then Redman, when I had hairs, when I fucking worship that man, you know what I mean? Like, so like he's got what, be like 5 years older than me or something. But like,
I think he's 52, 53.
Shit, we're the same fucking age.
Yeah, he's 52.
He's just cooler
his birthday's on 4/17, right before 4/20.
Oh shit! The energy you get, like he's coming from London to do this shit. It's another breed of human being for you guys.
And then he's staying with us the whole week, and then riding with us to Vegas and doing the whole Vegas trip with us. It'll be a lot of fun trying to just build out the plans. We should have a lot of our Dab Roast episodes back from editing at this time, so we get to start filming all of our voiceovers, all of our motion graphics can start going on top of it, and hopefully thankfully by MJ BizCon, they've told us if we get an episode done, then we can set up a private screening with a bunch of different cannabis owners at MJ BizCon of the first episode of the Dab Roast. So we're working real hard trying to get that done for everybody. We've got 3 full episodes ready in the editing right now.
Nice, dude. I mean, that's the grind. MJ Biz is a good place to present something like that. That to me is where the culture's going now, right? Everybody,
well,
before, like you're talking about, like with like smoking and selling, you know, comparing weed, it was still business, right? We're like, you know, we have intent of, right. And now the work is like at conventions. It's a different breed of existence opposed to like always looking over your shoulder. And then it's great that you guys are just continuing on like community, like involving the gangs are going to be there. You're going to have food trucks. It's the best time of the year in Washington.
We have a lot of different fun games that you can come play as a participant as well. That's coming to spectate, because we've got jousting, we've got obstacle courses, we've got glow in the dark cornholes, all different kinds of different blow up things that adults can come play on, axe throwing, that sort of stuff. We started working with this company called Saturn Barter. I don't know if you guys have heard of them. They came to us, and it's like a trade company where we offer some things from our festival that they can sell to some of their clients, and it gives us dollars of those barter dollars that we can trade, and then we can go to different things and use barter dollars to buy. So the things that we get to buy is like national event pros coming and setting up all these games for us. We get to buy with barter dollars, and then a whole bunch of tents that we get for all of our sponsors, we get to set up with barter dollars. All the power setups that we get power all over our tents, we get through barter dollars through the Saturn barter system. So that's another person that made this festival really happen. Was we didn't use a lot of cash money on this festival. We used the barter system, and we traded bartering with a whole bunch of different people and gave them booths and got them set up with all their stuff, and they traded their barter dollars to us, and we spent the barter dollars on the festival like foundation.
Yeah, the first Cantanna is where I first saw like mushrooms, like stuff, the fungi cubes and the bars and stuff, and I'm just never maybe happy being old and content to go to work and come home, right? Like I don't do shit, but like it's weird to see like the psychedelic thing coming up where like, hey, good on us that we're trying, that there's other people doing a thing. It's festival season. Go out and go to Cantanna Fest.
Well, it's going to be a really good time. There's going to be a lot of fun activities all day long. We have a silent disco coming out that has 8 different channels of music, so you can put on headphones, walk around the whole festival and switch to different channels. We'll even have a kids channel, so you can put them on your kids and walk around. If you want to listen to free speech, cannabis free speech stuff, we'll have a channel for that. There's a lot of fun stuff we're doing with the games and the DJs all day long on the main stage. So just playing top 40 cuts that they can scratch on and stuff like that all day long. But then in the evening time is when we start the actual show on the stage. And at that time is when all the games stop and we can corral everybody over and just have a big show for everybody.
Nah, that's a fun day. That's all that is, dude. It's gonna be a fun fucking day. And I'm looking forward to seeing you there, dude.
Well, you as well. Hopefully you come out, and if you want a booth, you can come sit out and interview people too.
We'll figure something out. It's life, right? Like we do things when we can. And I'm pretty sure I'll be there. It's just a matter of like booth time. it was a fun talk. We're big to find you here, right?
Yeah, if you go anywhere at the Cantanna Fest, anywhere the Dab Roast, anywhere Scott Mckinley, go straight to me.
Hell yeah, dude. No, this is a pleasure, dude. Really, people, if you're in Vegas or Washington,
Vegas is going to be a great time. We're bringing a big team there.
Dude, Vegas is always good, right? And they really need our
help.
Well,
their sales in Vegas are down like 150% right now, so we can get a huge mansion for like a 10th of the cost.
Oh, dude. Yeah, man. I mean, maybe I can make it there. That'd be dope. I don't know. We'll see.
Sure.